Hard running versus easy running. What works best to get faster? Let's get into this. It's Tuesday and another week. Week 5. Start of a new block. 47 miles in the end last week with that long run from on the Sunday. It was over 17 miles, so I took Monday off because the legs were a bit wrecked. Kids had a terrible sleep, so did we, so just had a rest day. But Tempo Tuesday, I'm going to try and hit up a 3-mile tempo. I was going to do it along the park run route in Porth Call, but I decided to come down to that Sandy Bowl area again. It's only a 400-metre loop, but I thought, what's that? 12 times, get that done. A bit sheltered, consistent, hopefully, and see how we get on. Here we go. My one done, 5:34, probably a bit fast, a bit puffed. This loop as well is windier than I thought or remember. Let's keep going. Ah man, tempo done. It was controlled, I was working. 5:34, 5:46, a bit of a dip, then 5:34 again, so I was happy with the last mile. I dug a bit deeper maybe, but it was going to be a fair test because it's just around this loop, this tarmac track basically, which is almost a quarter-mile long each loop, so there was wind, but it's going to be the same on each lap, so yeah, happy with that. Warm down. So as I said in a video a couple of weeks back about tempo runs, that's something I'm going to be adding into my program now, leading into this 10k race. Everybody does easy runs, we know that. You've got to do them for recovery. One thing I think people fall foul of is not putting in them tempo, them hard efforts, especially on your own. It's almost like a mini race, and it's hard to keep pushing, especially when your brain's saying it's hurting, switch off. But that's when, I guess, in a race it hurts and you don't switch off and the PBs come. So yeah, tempo runs, definitely going to be hitting them every week, along with some standard efforts and hopefully some hill reps as well, build up that strength. It's Thursday evening, just taking my son to karate, so I've got a bit of time now, back a couple of miles. Decided to do hills, so this is going to be another part of my program leading into that 10k and some other races for the first quarter of this year. The tempos I've been speaking about, but then I'm going to be building in some hill efforts, different gradients, different terrain as well, just mixing it up. Definitely helps improve arm action and strengthen the legs, and then also that knee lift and heel flick to hopefully help with them strides. Oh, halfway through these hill reps, it's hard work. Chest is a bit tight. Forgot to take my asthma pump, so the cold air's hitting me a little bit. It's making it hard going up, but still can manage the effort. It's about a minute up, about 5 left. Let's get this done. Friday morning, just out for an easy run, just keeping that heart rate and 150 or around about that. About an hour this morning after them hills last night. The weekend looking okay, the weather looks to be holding, so plan is long run Saturday morning early, about 5 a.m, and then Sunday gonna hit the Strava segment that we're all doing at the moment. It's the last one in the winter series, and we've got a few weeks, and then it's the team log race, which is in March actually, so good few weeks of solid training without being interrupted messing around with these Strava segments. Let's carry on with this run then. Friday getting back. There's a lot of chat out there about running easy to get faster, and whilst easy runs are needed for recovery and also that base building element, what we mustn't forget is you also need some harder efforts, harder runs to make sure that you prep your body and legs ready to get that PB. If you're only running it easy all the time and you hit a race, your leg's not going to be able to run race pace. That's what I found during my different training programs and different races. Sunday, long run day. Just done a segment effort with one of the team. It's pretty brutal. 14% hill in the middle of it, and a 1.5 mile long drag, which included that hill. I'm going to get some miles in afterwards, which I'm doing now, and aim for about 13 or so for the day. Get that long run banked. Didn't run yesterday. Baby woke at 20 to 5 in the morning, and then we had kids activities. Then we took the oldest boy to watch the Swansea football as a Christmas present with his mates. By the time we got back from all that, it was gone 7, and just didn't have the energy left. So a couple of beers, chill out, decent sleepish, and then I think I'll bang, and then bank this long run today. Mileage will be a bit short this week, as I was planning on 7 or 8 easy, 6 or 7 yesterday, sorry, easy, but never mind. Let's get on with this. So easy or hard running, I think ultimately it's a mixture of both. I think you need to have them easy runs for recovery, but I also think you need to mix it up with efforts, maybe some hills, and then tempos, which I'm finding the most helpful for building that strength, building that endurance and fitness going into races. So it's just about finding that balance. I just don't think people should think that they can just do easy runs and end up smashing PBs or hitting targets with just that. I just don't think it's going to happen. That's from my experience and training plans and different things that I've tried in the past leading into races. Almost finished this run now, just keeping it quite steady, not pushing too hard, not going too easy. So this week I'll have hit that tempo, that 3 mile at the beginning, hit that segment today in the middle of this long run, which has been sort of around moderate pace, a 1:30, 1:35 half marathon, and then hills on Thursday night. So some decent efforts as the week's gone on. Next week though, I got cross country for Bridgend, so that'd be nice to have a little run out in in a race environment. No time pressures, just pure racing against the person next to you. So that'll be the tempo. I'll try and bank a longer run maybe earlier in the week, as I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do after the race on the Sunday. How much will be left in the legs to go and run for an hour and a half or more. Anyway, another week done, ticking them off, getting fitter, feeling stronger. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.